Good morning and welcome to another edition of Research Fantasy presents our MLB DFS Pitcher Picks for Monday, June 12th, 2017. Great weekend of MLB DFS. Great weekend in sports all around. The Pittsburgh Penguins closed out the Nashville Predators to end the 2016-2017 hockey season. We are now 4 months away, just a little bit less than 4 months away probably, from the kickoff of the 2017-2018 season. Hockey definitely feels like it has the shortest turnaround of all. It probably does, if we're being completely honest. But it will be fun to see what happens in the offseason. The NBA Finals could end as soon as tonight, and we could be full steam ahead with our summer sports. Today we're here to talk about baseball. We're here to talk about our favorite pitching options on a 9-game Monday slate, which actually sets up pretty nicely. It's challenging enough to be interesting for tournaments and cash game play. Looking over the list of pitchers going, I think that there's 3 guys that stand out to me a little more than the rest. So let's kick things off tonight with Kyle Freeland, 7,700 on FanDuel. I believe he's 8,200 on DraftKings. Freeland has been part of the much improved pitching staff of the Colorado Rockies in 2017. This is his first shot at the big leagues, and he's produced pretty solid results thus far. He doesn't have a tremendously high strikeout rate, so that's the one thing going against him, is that he seems to level out between 5 and 6 strikeouts. Only has one game, though, where he really got beat up pretty badly. I don't think a lot of people will be on him just because of the fact that strikeout rate isn't high. But he's pitching against Pittsburgh, who's not a bad team, but does somehow struggle a little more against lefties in terms of strikeouts, and their numbers just aren't all that impressive. Plus, PNC Park kind of takes away a little bit of the right-handed power, so you have a little bit of a benefit there. Things should stay inside the park. Not that the Pirates have a ton of right-handed power to begin with, but I think Kyle Freeland could balance out as one of the better options tonight. I don't mind him at all as a SP2 on DraftKings. Moving on from there, a guy who's completely untrustworthy but does still have the upside, and I still think can be used as an SP2 on DraftKings because he's still getting, he actually only has one game this year under 6 innings pitched. That's really impressive. What's not impressive is the fact that he doesn't always get a quality start. The wins have been pretty well invisible, only pulling up 3 on the year. But we know the Phillies and their struggles against right-handed pitching, so I think you have to look a little bit at Rick Porcello tonight, 8,800 on FanDuel. I think he's 8,900 on DraftKings. It's the matchup. This is all we're really talking about. We've seen a ton of guys that are below average shut the Phillies down. Now we get a guy who's not doing too well, coming off of winning the Cy Young Award last year. I think this sets up nicely for him to potentially have his biggest game of the year. Again, another guy that's not a high strikeout guy. You're probably looking at 5 or 6, but the innings pitched, if he could get through the Phillies fast, he could go deep into the game. For me, though, I think my favorite pitcher on the night, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to be in agreement with me on this, is going to be Stephen Strasburg. At the top, we have Yu Darvish on the road against the Astros. We have Jacob deGrom at home against the Cubs. DeGrom makes an excellent tournament option because I'm pretty sure at this point nobody wants to have any piece of a guy who cannot get through a game, as DeGrom has been knocked out in the last 2 games, both times in the 4th inning. Strasburg, on the other hand, has been pitching very good baseball. Takes on the Braves tonight. We know that team has been reeling without Freddie Freeman. Another pesky offense, but he's just coming off of a 7 2/3 inning, 11 strikeout game that yielded 60 FanDuel points. Probably put him in that 25 to 30 point range on DraftKings. I can't be too sure. I don't have it in front of me, but I think as far as cash game plays go, he's the best place to start. The price is high, but you don't have any of those situations. And if you watch the batter video coming up in a few minutes, you'll understand why I think it's just a natural fit to go with Strasburg today. Again, our top 3 tournament options for pitchers: Kyle Freeland, Rick Porcello, Stephen Strasburg. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel below. Head over to researchfantasy.com, see what we've got brewing over there. Like us on Facebook at Research Fantasy, follow us on Twitter at Research and Win, and join us again tomorrow.